G'day Bodgies and Widgies and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go and check out Australia's newest aquarium store, Apex Aquatic. They've really set the benchmark for the level of aesthetics, the quality, and the way that an aquarium store should be set up. And you may have already seen two absolutely amazing tours by Parker's Reefs and Blake's Aquatics, but after seeing them, I had some major fear of missing out and I had to go and check the shop. I've been following them for quite a fair while, and what you'll see in just a moment is my true, authentic reaction of walking into the shop with the camera for the first time. So enough talking and let me throw you to that.
Alright, Bodgies and Widgies, I apologise for the noise. I forgot to bring my microphones, but this is too good to not show you. So I'm finally here at Apex Aquatics. Let's head inside. My lovely mum is filming for me. Entering into the store. I'm going to act like I work here, which I absolutely don't. This is my first time entering the shop, so all of the excitement, the overstimulation you'll see is entirely natural. The first of which though, which you might have already seen just through the promotional stuff, is their shark pond. This is soon to house, it already does have an epaulet shark, but it's soon to house a small pelagic species. I think the plan is to get a sharp-nosed shark in here, which is only like 50 centimeters when they're full grown. But there's already some awesome species, most notably their mascot, Mango, the golden ungulate trigger, which is like a cool genetic variation, almost like we say albino fish, but it's a trigger fish and it looks awesome. And the even better thing about Apex here is that they both have fresh and salt water, so I know my new, not so local aquarium store, that the displays that the shop is focused on is phenomenal, because you never really see really well built, mature displays, especially in a shop as new as this place, which is awesome. Like right here, blue tag display with what I can only call hammer mounted. Like there are more hammers on here than rock, which is just how? I mean, just the cost alone of setting something like this for a new shop once again is like unfathomable. But there are just aisles and aisles and aisles of fish and coral and all this crazy stuff. And what's even better is the shop isn't even open yet. This is sort of like their soft open. On March 1 they have their grand opening, and I like, if this is the standard already, I just cannot wait to see what they've got. But there's multiple aisles of a bunch of different fish. So we're in the marine section right now, obviously, and having a look around here, there's everything from triggerfish to fancy clownfish to a stars and stripes puffer, really cool anthias like a square block anthia, and big angelfish. Everyone looks so healthy, and why I'm quite surprised is normally, because I've seen a few different aquarium shops open and close through the time that I've been keeping fish, is there's often a big focus on the retail side first to sort of pump stuff out, generate some revenue, and then you set up crazy displays like the one we're next to right now. Massive clownfish and anemone display, which, like, the amount of nems and clownfish in here is crazy. Like, you start counting and you realize just how insane all of these setups are. Over on this side, it's just a whole bunch of really just primo corals. I'm looking at some really nice scullies here, everything from lure paints to like barcodes and like bleeding apple scullies, which is phenomenal. Also soft coral display. So already we've seen a hammer display LPS, anemone display, softy display, and then getting here we've got like what I presume is going to be an SDS display. There's already some phenomenal section there like those, but I think they're like some deep water amphibians. And again, just what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of tays, all full of fish. Like, oh my god, look at that. What is that? That butterfly fish. I think it's a scribbled butterfly, but that is huge. Yeah, I'm taking all of this in for the first time as well, so if I'm not directly focused on you, it's because I'm kind of nerding out. And then over on this side, I believe is where they have their invert hooks, so a whole bunch of little inverts, urchins, clowns, which are the invert, there's cleaner shrimp, all that sort of jazz, and just even more marine fish. Now, I'm getting more and more addicted to the marine side as my saltwater aquarium is maturing, but you know that I am a freshwater aquarist at heart, even though the marine really does battle that out. So I reckon we go and see the freshwater side. What really surprised me is how much of a focus there is on the freshwater side on this shop as well. Because during the original sort of promo content and stuff, I was very much thinking that they are definitely a marine aquarium store, but seeing the fact that there are freshwater tanks here, it's awesome. It is so cool. And this is my first time walking into the freshwater section, so I'm yet to see what's here. What is that?
Look at those.
Pygmy perch. That's when you know the shop is run by nerds. They've got pygmy perch, which I might have to get some of those. But tons and tons of tetras, a lot of your sort of, I want to say common, but super healthy freshwater fish. Tetras, gouraud. That is probably the chunkiest gouraud I've seen in an aquarium shop. That is crazy. Plants, which I absolutely need to stock up on. But like we saw with the marine displays, or how much there was a focus of on the marine displays, there's also the same amount of love for the freshwater displays, which is also really cool to see. Because again, more times than not, a shop will decide on something that they want to specialize on, and then kind of just leave the other side out. This tank is awesome. Mixed reef display, which is phenomenal, but aside from the corals, what I really love in here are some of the fish. There is a Tahiti golden arc-eye hawkfish. I believe it's a Tahiti golden arc-eye. And I think there are also some deep water Japanese swallowtail angels. Oh, there we go. There's one and there's another. I'll give you a better look at these. My mum's trying her best to get some B-roll, but for a first-time filmer, she's done a good job. I'm kind of lost right now with how many tanks there are. I just don't know where I am, but we'll keep going. Now we're entering my territory, the cichlid area. Love all this stuff. Aliotis, Severums, Oscars. So the big Salvinis, beautiful. And then, and look at this. This really comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? Massive freshwater display. Altons, a bunch of different angels. That's so cool. With the Java ferns as like the main spectacle. Oh, look at Mum go. Mum, you're a natural. That's so cool. But this is what I want my 5-foot freshwater tank to mature into, with all the ferns and a big mix of freshies. And then some of the more lovable community fish. Oh my god. Big angelfish. I shouldn't have seen that, because that's another dangerous purchase. And then just African cichlids. But the thing is, there's like, you've got your common stuff as well. So like over here, obviously, your mixed peacocks, yellow labs, all that sort of jazz. And then you got into like specialist cichlids, like Burundi frontosa, Lepideo lepidolongus elongatus. I nailed that one. That's because they're my most favourite Tanganyikan cichlid, and they've got that here. If I had space, I'd totally set up a tank for them. Mum, do they look good? Do you like this? No. Yeah, but that's so cool. And then we just keep on going with more and more tanks. There's a whole quarantine side there as well, which is visible, open to the public, which is phenomenal because you can actually see the operations of how a place like this functions. And if I'm not mistaken, there are even more freshwater tanks. Rainbow fish, primitive angels, another display. What really caught my eye though was this section, the feta ray. All individually filtered, blackwater system, but so neat. So cool, they definitely know what they're doing. And even more freshwater. I think if I did a head count, there's probably over 50 tanks full of fish, which is so cool. And plants, more plants. You can see the plants are pearling, which is another great sign. Healthy plants, healthy fish. This is exactly what a freshwater nerd like me needs. So good. I'm going to do a little bit more shopping around, and then we'll see if we can grab one of the... Mum, you just walked into a bench. We'll see if we can grab someone just to talk us through some of the highlights of the place, because I can talk as much as I want, but when you hear it from them, you know what they're really doing. So I would like to go and look for some fish, see what I'm going to take home, and go from there.
So just as I finished filming, I was looking at some of the saltwater fish. Some of the antheas were really catching my eye, but then I stumbled into Jack from Apex Aquatic, and I really wanted to bug him about some of the questions I had with their displays and their decisions about the way that they set up their store. So let's have a quick look at that. So we've got Jack here from Apex Aquatics. Thank you for having me here, by the way, and letting me film, because seeing the shop, like I told you when I first walked in, is
phenomenal.
Well, thank you for coming by.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no worries. The first thing I wanted to ask you is like, obviously the shop has taken such a big focus on aesthetics, and normally from what I've seen with shops opening is there tends to be more of a focus on the retail side, and once some revenue gets generated, then they go into the display. You guys have gone all out. So why? How?
Well, I just think from past experience, I feel like obviously there's a lot of aquarium stores, and obviously from our old stores around in South Melbourne,
Yeah.
we realised that just like things just get like cluttered super quick. So we put a lot of emphasis on just like keeping like super clean retail space, and obviously like with a bit of design background between Ken, we just wanted to create just like a clean concept space where it's just a good customer experience for everyone.
And speaking of good customer experience, Shark Pond over here. So, what was the idea behind this?
So actually we've seen, obviously the saltwater pond's a bit of a novelty, right?
Yeah.
We always hear about it, we always see images and stuff, but we never actually had it. And Ken and I are discussing, we're building our dream store, so what are we going to do? Let's do a shark pond.
Yeah.
Obviously this has been like fun, it was a very like DIY project, it's actually turning out.
That looks phenomenal.
And the water's actually clear, the fish are happy, so we're looking forward to just adding some more big marine fish, and I think it's just a different way to interact with.
Yeah. So in terms of sharks, white tips or anything?
Yeah, we're looking at it. Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at now. We're trying to get like the shark nose shark, which is like a plate swimming shark, and they only go 50 centimeters. And then otherwise they have sharks, and we get stingrays and all the rest. So I think most of the things you can't keep in like big fish tanks.
Yeah.
And obviously you do like humidity tank, that's where we want to put it in here. And then we want to put some big angels, like big emeralds, big queen angel.
I mean, it already looks so cool. The fish are all like, super interactive and everything.
That's what I like. Right? And being able to see them swim from top down, I think it's just like a very.
Except Mango's hiding at the moment.
Our holy grail fish.
I saw Sam's video and the idea of taking the Mango out and putting him in the red sea.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I think so too. Because he's such a cool fish.
Such a cool fish, right? It's one in a million.
Yeah, that you'd want to see. Yeah, but the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is just some of the other displays as well.
Yeah, let's go look.
Yeah. I mean, starting off with, I don't know what you would call this blue tank mountain or hammer mountain.
We're still trying to figure it out.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so obviously the concept like came into fruition.
Yeah.
At the beginning I was like, sounds good, I don't know if it's going to be good, but now honestly couldn't be happy with how it's doing.
Yeah.
And you see your reaction, everyone's reaction towards it.
I think I told you as well, funnily when I first saw the reel of this tank, I was in uni class. And I looked at the reel and I was like, oh my god, out loud in class. And my professor was like, what are you looking at on your phone? And I was like, dude, look at this. Like, it is phenomenal. And the fact that all the blue tanks, you're seeing them schooling like they're in the wild is 100%.
Right? It's a huge tank and just keeps having fish, right? And I think it's like, it goes with the principle that like less is more sometimes.
Yeah.
And you can do something, you can create a really cool
system
with just
so
species.
Yeah. And the inner nerd in me really wants to ask you some questions about the tank down there, the display down there. Because there are some really cool rare fish in there. I saw the golden hawkeye.
Yeah, the hogfish, he's over there.
Oh, yeah. Where's my mum? Oh, she's
cool.
Yeah.
So he was actually my fish. I had him at home, and then I came for about a year.
Yeah.
And then obviously now we've been building this, so I said, I don't want to fish tank at home.
I love how he's really claimed this side as territory, hasn't he?
They're just a rare fish that you just don't see very often.
Again, it's like another 1 in a million, especially in Australia.
100%. Yeah.
That's crazy. And then there are swallowtails?
The swallowtails, so the Japanese swallowtail angels. That was, I actually feel very privileged because that was like my dream fish growing up.
Right.
And like, it's just like, even though they're still worth a lot of money, but it's not like 10 grand, 20 grand fish.
Yeah.
You just couldn't buy it.
How much is like a retail pair of?
And like between 2 and 3 grand.
Jeez, yeah.
So they are expensive.
Yeah.
But it's just like, even if you were willing to spend that, most of the time you couldn't quite.
Yeah.
So yeah, super seasonal, and then earlier this year she got collected. So I said, we have to go.
Are they a deep water angel?
Yeah, I believe so. Deep water angel from Philippines.
Yeah.
And yeah, they come to Cannes, they're reef safe as well. Just like,
that is. There's a mystery wrasse in there. That's
yeah, there's a mystery wrasse, you cruise around, and the hawfish doesn't let them come into the site.
Yeah. You can tell.
Really.
No, that's awesome. It's like seeing just the fact that all of these displays are run by passionate hobbies at heart. Because sometimes, you want to showcase products or things that you're selling, so you try and make that as the focus. But the fact that this is all like your own personal tanks.
Yeah.
Like here is like it
Cool.
splits it apart. Well, thank you so much. That's
Cool.
pretty much all I wanted to bug you about. So,
Yeah,
it's just seeing all this has been awesome.
And yeah, we're just looking forward to sharing it with everyone.
Yeah,
So we go you more often as well.
Yeah, pick out some fish for the take back home. So,
Awesome.
yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Alrighty, Bodgies and Widgies, so that was a tour of Apex Aquatic. Now, you wouldn't believe it, I almost spent 2 hours at the shop, literally just going through every single tank and having a look. Filming might have only taken about 40 minutes, but after that, I was just in there really enjoying myself, and it was such a fun time being there. What's going to be even better is their grand opening, which is happening pretty much on the 1st of March from 11 AM, I believe, and I'll have all of the social media links to Apex Aquatic in the description down below. I'm definitely going to be there. I know that a whole bunch of other content creators and also big people in the marine aquarium industry are going to be there as well. So if you want to be a part of that, then definitely make sure you attend. Feel free to say hi because it is going to be a great community event. Oh, and I completely forgot to mention, I did actually come home with some fish. I managed to grab a trio of disbar anthias for the nano reef tank. They have settled in amazingly. It's been about 3 days since they went in. They're eating, they are swimming, they're being super lively in that system. And I just cannot wait to show you a better look at them once we do another update on that tank. But that's it from me, Bodgies and Widgies. Thanks for watching once again, and as always, stay happy, stay safe, stay Aussie Australian. Bodgie out. Look at them over there, so serious, working so hard.